Ciao, ciao, buongiorno, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here in Ultimate Racing League for the next installment of the Porsche versus Ferrari Championship. We are here in League 2 and we are at Lago Maggiore in northern Italy, the closest track that we have onto the season's calendar to Ferrari's home, so it is their home race. Will they get pole position? Let's go down to the track and find out. Before we do so, just a quick note. Unfortunately, our cameraman Elon was severely injured after the last race. He was run over by a self-driving car. So, let's introduce our new cameraman for this weekend onwards. It is Benito, and hopefully nothing unfortunate will happen to him, and he'll be here for many races. Let's get down to the grid, Benito, and introduce our drivers. So then, cue the music for the last time, perhaps, actually. There's going to be a change to the format very soon. So enjoy the music as we introduce our grid. So, starting at the very back, it is Labillion. He will be hiding from the Tifosi as he leaves the circuit, but he can make amends in the race because that's where the points are scored. Then we go to Shushu in the Porsche, starting one place further forwards. And again, the only way is up, isn't it? So let's see if he can get a good start down into turn one. Another Porsche then directly ahead of him. This is Hoyland's Porsche, and he will be again trying his best to make up for a lackluster qualifying. He's got some real pace, so I'm sure that he will be challenging towards the front of the pack as the race goes on. Good luck to him as well. Someone else who shows flashes of brilliance is Frank, and one of our younger members as well. I am sure he will get his head down and put some consistent laps in eventually, but he is incredibly fast in between the mistakes that he makes, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do tonight. Then we have got one of our front runners in the championship, actually, just by pure consistency. It is Vane in the sister Ferrari. Clearly says Ferrari on the side of it, doesn't it? And he was one of the stars of the show at Laguna Seca as well. He had a really consistent weekend, getting himself on that podium and reaping in the points. Another person who had a great weekend was IQCW4. His Laguna Seca prowess was clear for all to see and only really disrupted by a connection issue. But struggling a little bit more around Lago Maggiore. Let's see whether he can move forwards during the race. And now on to a newcomer. This is Peris from Greece. I don't know where in Greece. But just running the standard livery here, no special livery just yet. We hope to see one. But let's see what he's like on track. Let's see what sort of a driver he is. And not a bad starting place here, just a couple of cars off the front of the grid. We move to our top three now with Mighty Kid. He's mighty consistent, and that is also reflected in the championship standings as well. He's in the title hunt for sure. Again, let's hope that he can keep it consistent, keep it on track, and deliver the goods, because the race points, or the races where the points are scored, not qualifying. Then we go to our second place sitter. It is Tiddy Milk, and I wonder if we could have a coffee with that milk, please. No, actually, I don't want that kind of milk. I'll stick with semi-skimmed or coconut, please. He is starting there in second place in his Ferrari, but that does mean the crowd are booing. I can hear them in the background, whoa, whoa, because there is no Ferrari on pole position tonight. It has been taken by our championship leader, Mr. Consistent. It is Carlsberg. So he will be hoping to extend the lead of the championship tonight. He's got a clear run into turn one, but he has to watch out for cars making late dives. This first turn is always risky, and particularly in lower league racing. So there you go, that is the grid, that is the music, potentially for the last time. You will see next race what happens. and let's get over to the start sequence and get those lights out. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. And it is cinque, quattro, tre, due, uno, and Carlsberg has got a jump start, and Frank has jumped the start as well. Oh no, it is lights out and drama already as Tiddy takes the lead going down into turn one. Actually, Mighty Kid has got the better start, just the second part of that start was better. IQ gets into second place with Tiddy on his inside here. Now, can Tiddy hold on to that position? No, because we have got a left-hander coming up. Meanwhile, Paris gets a clean start, Vane gets a clean start, and Shushu makes a few positions with those false starts in front of him. There is the recovering Carlsberg in the back of shot, and Frank as well. Frank battling there with Hoyland as we go down into the dip. I haven't really come up with names. Shushu off in the background. No, he's only lasted 3 corners. Frank already getting the car sideways there. As we go back up to the front, let's see what's happening. So IQ holds on to second place. He's out wide here though, and this is going to compromise him. He's lost a bunch of time there as Tiddy manages to get past and up into second place. Let's go on board with Tiddy. He's behind Mighty Kid. He's a bit far back to have a move here, but he's eyeing it up, isn't he? Oh, he's super late on the brakes. Oh, and he's got it. He's got it. And IQ's got a problem there. He's backed out. I wonder if he anticipated contact. He's had to back out, and he's down in 5th now with Carlsberg battling his way back up. I thought they were side by side for a second there. There is definitely no room through the S's as we enter into the final sector here, and Carlsberg eyeing up IQ and Paris here. Paris just getting past Vane. I thought, Vane out wide onto the dirt there, and IQ already taking advantage of that as well. Vane got dirt on his tyres. Tiddy has to take a drive-through penalty. I will have a large fries, please. Paris here, having a go. Has he got Mighty Kid? Yes, he has. Meanwhile, IQ has to defend from Carlsberg. And look at this. These two are on at each other here. Wheel spin there for IQ. Brings them three wide, but IQ has the high ground going into the next apex. Now he's too tight to the inside here. He's going to be super late on the accelerator, and that gives Carlsberg a run on him here. He's moving across his IQ. He's saying go round the long way, and Carlsberg says okay then mate, I will. Switches sides now, is he? Yes, he's going to switch and get the undercut as we go up the hill. Carlsberg playing the long game here, but he's got to go round the outside now. We're at the top of the hill. Again, none of the corners have names, and I can't be bothered to come up with some, so we'll call this corner Bob. We're definitely calling it corner Bob. He's been taken out, and IQ has been taken out like a cheap date, straight into the barriers. Let me go back and review that straight away. So instant replay on that. Let's see what happened to IQ here. It looks like he got punted off though, to me. So we're on board here. He's in front. He's tight to the inside. Carlsberg getting the better line around the outside. And Carlsberg just tries to take the tarmac that he's already on. He didn't really have the right to sweep across like that. And I'm sorry, I don't think that is a racing incident. I think that is a bit of spatial awareness gone wrong. So I'm hoping that we see Carlsberg own up to that one and give the place back. He hasn't so far though, has he? He's battling this. He's got Frank in front of him. Frank taking advantage of all of this chaos in front of us. Taking all of the concrete there, Carlsberg, and getting a better run up the hill. There's no way that you're going to pass up the hill, mate. It is single file. And proved right there. I'll give someone £1 million if they manage to make a clean overtake through there. Against someone who's actually racing, not someone who's just crawling. He's going up the inside of Frank here though. What an opportune move. That was just a case of Frank dragging the brakes a little bit too much on turn in and didn't get the front end, and Carlsberg just robbed it off him. Meanwhile, Vane in front has been on the dirt. Carlsberg not giving any places back here though. So I think he's going to be explaining that one with IQ to the stewards after the race. We will see if he has a penalty next round, because it will be the next race on. Vane there. Vane getting it all wrong. There was contact, but it was just a clumsy one. It wasn't anyone's fault that. I think Vane just accidentally clattered part of one of the cars and then lost it. Hoyland now up into 5th place. So this is showing that the value of qualifying really isn't that high, because anything can happen in the race. As Perez has kind of checked out. He's having a great debut race. Meanwhile, Carlsberg then in 3rd place one way or another, with Frank fighting his way through on the medium tyres as well. So let's just give a shout out to the tyres. So we've got mediums on Mighty Kid and Frank, a medium on Perez, but Carlsberg on the softs. So Carlsberg's a bit of an outlier here. He will have more pace than the others. He is going to have to do some overtaking though, and he was anticipating still being in pole position, still leading the race, but got that jump start. A lot of unforced errors that I'm seeing at the moment up and down the field, and that is why the qualifying order seems to make a very little difference to the outcome. As Hoyland holds off Vane, it is purple versus purple. Oh, and he clips the barrier. This is going to give Vane an easy pass here, and some damage now on Hoyland's car. Not just that, but he'll also have a bit of dirt on those tyres as well. So that car will be handling like an absolute pig as he recovers. Lebillion will be eyeing up the opportunity here, whether he can get past as well, just to really rub it in. Let's see. So it seems a little bit more spread out now. A couple of tenths between each of the cars. But we've got quite a large gap back to Tiddy in 8th place, who sets the fastest lap of anyone, by the way. So that is actually quite a lot faster than what we've seen so far. So he's got the pace, but obviously having to take that very controversial drive-through. That was back from Austria, which he appealed and lost his appeal. And I think in retrospect, I called it at the time, but it was hard to tell if there was contact in that one. And I do now think that there was contact, but I think the drive-through penalty was just a bit harsh. I think a grid penalty would have probably been sufficient, but I'm not a steward, so I don't get to make any decisions as we watch the other guys. Let's see what is happening. Oh, Frank has got right onto the back of Mighty Kid here. Let's see, is he gonna just wait his moment getting that slipstream? The Porsche is faster down the straights, and he's made a bit of a mess of the switchbacks in the middle sector, and is actually now under attack from Vane. So he got it all wrong there, and Vane, is he going to try and go for the dive? He's got the dive, but has he got the exit? He has, because Frank is fighting that car, fighting it like it's his younger brother taking the last of his sweets. As Hoyland then joins the battle now, recovering from the damage he had. Oh, we've just seen Frank kicking up dirt on the exit as well. Interesting to see some of the guys going out wide through that high-speed kink, because it is a flat-out corner, but it's a corner that is only flat out if you drive it precisely. And Hoyland rides the sausage, and the Italian sausage is spicy tonight. That has written that car off, and he's now going to have to reverse it back out and get going. Got damage on the back of the car, which will thankfully heal itself, but he's now more or less last place, with Shushu going, I'll have you as well. And he's actually coming into the pits. He's had enough of the soft tyres. Meanwhile, who's still standing? Well, Carlsberg's still standing, and he's closed the gap now to Perez with those soft tyres. 1:59 versus a 2-minute 0.7. Not a particularly fast lap that for Perez, dropping a lot of pace there compared to the 1:58.8 that he did at the beginning of the stint. And that won't be tyre wear, that is just consistency that is doing that. We would not expect to see any wear on the medium tyres. So meanwhile, just to show you how fast Tiddy is, he's 1.3 seconds faster than Carlsberg, but Carlsberg has got traffic as we see Mighty Kid and Vane going side by side almost. Oh, Frank actually getting in on the action. So we've got a bit of a concertina happening here. Frank has managed to get up into third place. He's very early on the brakes though, very, very early, and therefore doesn't manage to get past Mighty Kid. I think he could have got him there if he'd have just been a bit more like Tiddy. Tiddy absolutely aced it on the brakes on that opening lap. Vane now just recovering himself into 5th place, and I tell you what, the Billion's kept up with him, hasn't he? And he's on the medium tyres. So it was only a season ago that we was used to seeing Labillion down at the back on his own. He's massively improved and he's keeping up now, and it's great to see another car in the battle, in my opinion. Most improved driver, and just a message to some of the other guys like Shoo Shoo. You will join the fight eventually yourselves too, I am sure of it. As Carlsberg, Vane and Tiddy all pit now. Tiddy for the second time, obviously he had that drive through, so he had to pit. We'll not watch them in the pit lane, it's a bit boring, but they have got to watch out for pit penalties here. This is a track where pit penalties are possible, so we will see if anyone gets one, as they all put on the medium tyres. I saw a full load of fuel for 2 of the cars there, 3 of the cars, so people are filling their tanks. A couple of drivers choosing to try and optimise it and save a few litres as Frank goes wide through the dipper, and this is promoted Labillion up into 3rd place. Oh, they've come together. Oh, that was clumsy. That was so clumsy. That was 2 into 1, doesn't go, and I just want to watch that again. That was another classic case of 2 cars going for the same piece of track here. So this, I think, is spatial awareness on Frank, I'm afraid. So I think Frank needs to wait for that one, because yes, he should have known that Labillion was there. The radar is there for a reason, and let's see, is he slowing down though? He's continuing on. Again, I'm not sure. Oh, hang on, he's slowed down now though. He has slowed down now. He's realised that he ought to, and there is Labillion recovering in the background. So some good sportsmanship there. Much appreciated, because yes, I think if the stewards had have reviewed that, I think they would have said that it was a lack of spatial awareness there, just trying to pull over. I mean, we even see Formula 1 drivers do that. Go talk to Esteban Ocon. He's a driver who likes to wiggle to the left and the right, and that's what we saw there, just a tiny wiggle and a terrible consequence of it. As Mighty Kid now is trying to hunt down Perez. They are both on the medium tyres. Carlsberg has pitted. Carlsberg could get the undercut. He will be on fresh mediums, and he's got a clear track in front of him. So this is hammer time for Carlsberg. Let's watch him through the final sector. What is his line going to look like? Is it going to be clean? Well, very cautious, but very clean. And actually, there must have been something happening with penalties, because these cars were together when they came into the pits, and they're no longer together now. So let's just go back and double check, because I think there must have been some penalty for some of the guys. So yes, Vane has a penalty, and he's going to serve it. Let's just go see how he got that penalty though. Let's see what he did wrong. As he comes into the pit lane here. Oh, and there you go. He is over that white line. There is no hiding it. And let's just... So we didn't see Tiddy. Let's see IQ, because he pits as well. Is he going to fall for the same trick, or is he going to get it across? Oh, that is very close. That is very, 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 very close. He got away with it though. So it was just Vane getting a penalty there, and that is why by the end of the lap, if we go back to where we were, there we are. So Vane has indeed fallen off the back of Carlsberg. He was close to him on the way into the pits, but he isn't anymore. So it just shows what an impact it can have on the track. That is the distance between the 2 cars, and some of that is related to that penalty. So we need to see now, can Carlsberg get that undercut or overcut even on Perez? And let's see him through sector 1 then. This is a very technical, twisty sector. I'll talk you through it. So you want a slight lift and onto that tarmac on the left, and then you need to lift early here and then get on the power as soon as you can. I think that was pretty sweet. That was the right sort of general approach to the corner. Difficult one here because you need to brake whilst cornering. So is he gonna just, yeah, so he's actually having several goes on the brakes here, and he's ran wide as a result of it. So not quite able to moderate that brake with the right pressure. A very difficult corner for trail braking as you sort of bleed off the brakes to bring the car over onto that inside apex. So yeah, let's see though. So Frank hasn't pitted yet. He's on very light fuel as well as a result of not pitting. So still potentially got quite a fast race car underneath him. He's gone and dug the dirt there. He's done a Daily Mail special and dug some dirt. Well, not the worst accident you can have. He's had a few big spins in recent races, but that one, well, it's cost him 3 seconds because he'll be slow all the way up that hill. But could have been worse. Could have been like a spin and 15 seconds. Actually, still behind Labillion after giving that place back after that contact as well. Yeah, let's see now, is anyone going to pit or are these guys going to keep going? We've got 10 minutes of the race left, so around 5 laps left. I would say that now is the time to be taking the soft tyres, because they do really kind of last 5 laps is optimum. As they're all on mediums now, with very few exceptions. In fact, everybody is on mediums right now, but there are people out there still to take the softs. Mighty Kid, by the way, continuing to hassle Perez here. It is a real race for the win between Mighty Kid and Perez. Let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Greece? Is it going to be the UK? Is it going to be URL, or is it going to be HKRT? Can we even win our own league? Well, let's see. I'm not allowed to have favourites, am I? So, just want to see a good race, and we are getting that, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? This is one of the more exciting races. Lots of offs and spills and all sorts of crazy action going on. We've got a recovering Tiddy who now has to do the second stint on medium tyres, so he won't be beating his fastest lap, not with the mediums. But that was a great line there, by the way, just through the middle sector there. I will have to watch out for him on the next lap for that, because that looked very, very well disciplined with his where he picks up the throttle there. Going down into the hairpin. Very smooth exit, and he's shifting that Ferrari as well. Maybe he's been listening to my advice. I was saying in the chat between races that you don't rev this Ferrari out. You shift it near the sort of like 75%, as Mighty Kid and Perez have both pitted. So they should come out in the same order that they went in. Hopefully neither of them gets any kind of a penalty. This promotes Frank up to the lead, but remember, he hasn't pitted. The question is going to be, where is Carlsberg? Where is Carlsberg? There is Carlsberg. He's taken the lead, only just taken the lead, and immediately Perez says, no, you're not having it, mate. I am going to take it straight back off you. But he's now got the outside into turn 3, and that is the place for Carlsberg. But Carlsberg is on medium tyres here, so these two behind him are going to hunt him down like sharks. This is for the top step on the podium here after Frank pits. Very unlikely that Frank is going to bring that car out in the lead with the best will in the world. Even if I drove the final lap, I don't think I'd get out in the lead. Let's see the fuel load. So yes, they both put the same fuel in the car as well. In fact, Vane also exactly the same fuel load, and Tiddy very similar as well. So the guys have finally started doing the maths as well and working out. And we said we would watch Tiddy through this sector, but we've missed him again. We'll have to come back to him next lap now. Let's see up and down the grid. Well, they've all gone through there as Lavillian has come out of the pits in 9th place. That gives us a clue as to where Frank's going to come out as well. Although I'm not sure why, Lavillian appears to have filled his tank almost. He's got enough fuel there to get him all the way to Germany from Italy, 3/4 of a tank. So yes, well, the Germans know all about tanks, don't they? Oh, look at this though. Frank is absolutely on fumes here and taking a very wide line. Oh, he's going to get a penalty for that. That is going to be a 3-second penalty slam dunk. In fact, I would vote for a 6-second penalty for that one. That was flat out into the pit lane. The pit mechanics running for their lives. Paris has got past Carlsberg. Oh, we missed it. Let's see what happened. The overtake for the lead of the race. So it was in the final sector that he got him. Ah, Carlsberg out onto the marbles. Just an unforced error there from Carlsberg. Now Carlsberg, is he going to also lose out to Mighty Kid? He manages to just keep to the inside and gather it back up. But he nearly lost 2 places there on the marbles. And now he's just got to try and hold on to the podium. Paris not a championship contender, so maybe not worth having a tooth and nail fight with him. The last thing you want to do is get hit off the track and lose dozens of places. I say dozens, there's only a dozen people in the race, so you'd be very well if you lost more than that. There's not even a dozen, there's 10. A Tesco dozen. Right, it's a Tesco dozen. We eat 2 of them. Okay, so there's only 10 in a Tesco dozen. As Carlsberg then holding off Mighty Kid here very well though. Must be very difficult to do that on the medium tyres. Vane having a great race here as well. Very solid, keeping out of trouble. He's not really been on screen that much because he's not done much wrong, to be honest. Let's say, right, I said we would watch Tiddy through the middle sector because he seems to have it really well hooked up. Let's see. So you want to be using, oh, I say that, I've jinxed him. He's completely screwed it up. He's missed that apex by a mile. This is going to cost him quite a lot of time here, and IQ will be sensing an opportunity to gain a place. I mean, he won't be in striking range, but he will have just gained a good second and a bit on him there. So I go on board just at the wrong time there. Yeah, let's go back up because I get a feeling that Mighty Kid is having a look at Carlsberg. Here he is. Single file through there as we climb the hill. We have got maybe 3 laps left here. I think we're going to 13 laps, but it might be 12. It depends how fast they get around. So Mighty Kid's tyres still looking very fresh here, not really wearing them out. Let's have a look, and similar wear there on Paris's as well. Oh, Carlsberg out wide. This is going to let Mighty Kid through. So he just didn't quite get the inside of that apex. Carlsberg, though, has managed to actually keep in touching distance there, but nothing he can do on the brakes on Mighty Kid. There we go, Mighty Kid up into 2nd place, and this could be big for the championship because these two are fighting each other over the top few places on our championship at the moment, Mighty Kid and Carlsberg, and Vane for that matter. So Tiddy is in there as well, but he missed the opening race. So actually I don't know whether Tiddy's in the battle once you include the drop round as well. I think he might be, but I can't do the maths fast enough. Sorry, they're just swallowing my chewing gum again. This time just having a quick drink. I've got a very dry mouth. I'll try and get my voice back as we continue. Whoops, I accidentally just poked my microphone as well. I'm not re-recording any of this. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. Has anyone disconnected this time? because I ain't bloody editing that in again, having someone disconnect and me not notice. It's embarrassing that for me to not notice that. Anyway, so Tiddy has recovered from that dodgy middle sector where I said he was going to do really well. Meanwhile, let's just go and check in. So Hoyland's just in no man's land, and not really having the pace to trouble the front runners. He's not really made any mistakes, other than the well, I think we saw a small one at the beginning of the race running out wide on the way up the hill, but still not really got the raw pace at this track. It is a polarising track. You either get it or you don't. I don't. I tell you, someone who really does get it is Enzo Jack. Go watch his replays and go watch him drive around here. He is incredible at this track. So IQ, then I think he's going to have to settle for 6th place. Mighty Kid now dropping Carlsberg. So we've got a quiet few final laps here, haven't we? Because I don't think anyone is attacking anyone. We have got, well, 2 more laps to go, and I'm going to have to think of something entertaining to talk about because these guys aren't really in range of each other. I think the closest on track is IQ against Tiddy, but I'd say these guys are very equally matched. Let's have a look at the lap times. Oh, actually, IQ is consistently a second a lap, or no, half a second a lap faster than Tiddy on the medium tyres. So this isn't over, actually. Yes, I think IQ has got the pace advantage, but now will he start falling into the trap of chasing the lap time, chasing the deltas, and starting to make mistakes? Good apex there. Good apex there, bad apex there though. That is going to cost him. That is going to be so slow down the straight now. You definitely need to be taking the concrete on that corner there. Let's see if anyone else finds the concrete. And Hoyland missing the concrete as well, and having to bail out of the throttle. So a few people in League 2 there struggling with one of the most demanding corners from an accuracy point of view. It is all about finding that inside before the track opens out into the fast part of those sweepers. I'm talking nonsense there, aren't I? But I know what I mean. I'm visualising it in my head, all right. I'll do a lap guide at some point, and then I'll ask Enzo to do a proper one because he's actually good round here, unlike me. As Mighty Kid then consolidating his 2nd place. It looks like Paris is going to have this as we go to the final lap. No one running out of fuel. Everyone's put the appropriate amount in. Let's see, Tiddy's lap time were 1:59.3. He's come alive on that lap and started to pull away from IQ. So I always ask myself, if I do that kind of lap after doing one that's a second a lap slower, whether I really know the track as well as I think I do. I would be studying the faster of those 2 laps and asking myself what I did differently, and then trying to make sure that I can do that every lap, because then you would be, well, 5-6 seconds further up the road. Tiddy really pushing the track limits there, and let's see his line then through this middle sector. Is he going to mess it up again, or is he going to get it right this time? So that's better, but not quite enough to the inside there, and not using that rumble strip. No one seems to be using it, and it is definitely faster if you use it. Hoyland becomes the first guy over the line, and Lebillion, I think, is just kind of cruising here. He's holding on to his position. Frank was hunting him down, but has got a penalty for track limits, which we don't see often here. It's very, very hard to get a track limit penalty around here. I might have got it in the last sector though, because there are a few places you can get it there. Mighty Kid then in 2nd place. Paris leads us round to the final few corners, and let's just make sure that he makes it around with no errors. He'll be just taking it so easy around here. Very good line there, clipping the dirt exactly where you want to, and Mighty Kid follows him home, with Carlsberg rounding off our podium. a solid, consistent result for Carlsberg despite the dodgy start, with Vane in 4th place. IQ has got Tiddy. Something has happened to Tiddy, and let's have a look. Let's have a look. See, I missed very silly things last race, but this time round, I'm not missing anything. He's forgot that he has to turn right on the final corner, and he hits IQ there and just bounces off him. That is lucky as well, because that would have definitely not gone down well if he'd have taken IQ out, especially since IQ has been taken out more times in this race than I have in the last 15 years of dating. So yeah, I wish my girlfriend would take me out that often. Anyway, IQ then brings it home in 5th, Tiddy in 6th, Labillion looks like he's going to be in 7th, barring any silliness, and then Frank not managing to improve from his qualifying, coming in 8th, with Hoyland 9th, a lap down, and Shushu 10th, a lap down. Although having not been lapped, they just crossed before 25 minutes. That is our action. So I'm going to get this uploaded as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Come back tomorrow for the 2nd race. I have been Panic at the Tesco. You haven't been Panic at the Tesco. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.